Alf, I don't even think that we should share this, frankly. I don't think that we should give this information to just everybody. I don't think it's fair.
School's closed. It's a holiday, you dumbasses.
I don't think it's fair that we just give out this information and everyone gets to take advantage of it. Today we're going to talk about the most underpriced sports card in the entire hobby.
You take the card and put it in the sleeve.
Stick around. What's going on, sports card hobby family? Hope everyone is wrapping up 2024 in an amazing way. It's almost New Year's. Can you believe it? What are you going to do for New Year's Eve? I'll probably be asleep at 9 p.m., frankly, but that's just me. Before I dive into today's video topic, huge thanks to today's video sponsor, DC Sports 87. I'm actually sending a couple of packages off to DC Sports 87 next week. Easy peasy, just shoot it off to them. If you don't want to sell individual cards on eBay, the packing, the listing, the shipping, everything that comes with selling individual cards on eBay, it's a lot of work, frankly. You can just shoot it off to them. It's easy, quick payouts, very simple. DC Sports 87. If you have never submitted with PSA, $25 off your first submission, one card minimum. Use the SCD25 code at the shipping and billing screen. Do not miss out. All right. Again, Alf, we don't need to tell the people. Fine. All right, fine. We'll tell them. I have been doing a lot of soul searching. I have looked at a lot of cards over the years. I'm a singles buyer, and I'm always looking at different opportunities and where can we make a splash? What could be that next sport to take off? You know, going back a few years, what was it? You know, soccer cards popped off. F1 cards popped off. And you might be wondering, what is coming next? And I have those answers for you. I know a lot of folks, you know, the MLB's on fire and the NFL, two leagues really doing well. They've got superstars. The teams are worth $1 zillion. The NBA faltering. Yes, the teams are still worth a lot and blah, 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 still generating revenues. But it's just a bunch of dudes. Every guy on the court averages 25 a game at least. Like everybody's a scorer. It's just kind of blah, blah, blah. A guy puts up 50 points and you're like, yawn, because nobody plays any defense. And you're probably thinking, there's only one sport that's probably going to take over NBA viewership at some point. It's just a matter of time, right? And I'll tell you what it is. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. It's PBA bowling. PBA bowling. And this particular card, I think, just sums up bowlers and bowling cards. Fear the Fro. That's the inscription. I think this guy's like a top 5 player in the world. But when you look at the PBA bowling roster, the pros, and just go back over time, there are a bunch of showmen that are professional bowlers. Pete Weber. Yo, I am. Who am I? I am, or whatever the phrase was. Frank, do we have a clip of that?
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
It's kind of like all the characters from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's the pro bowling circuit. And the great thing about pro bowling is you don't have to be some incredible athlete. You know, you don't have to be 6'5", 240 pounds with 4% body fat percentage. You know, I mean, you can be a regular guy and go out there and do your thing. I picked up this card about 6 months ago for about $20, $25. Leaf has got these inscriptions, and there's different bowling cards out there, but I wanted to show this because this is an example of a character that's out there on the circuit right now. He's winning tournaments. He's got personality, and he's an everyday man that you can relate to. You know, it's not a league that's full of, bench players that make $10 million a year. But what I will say is these guys just doing it for the love of the game. These are the equivalent as far as pay goes of NBA players in the 1950s. Out there in the 1950s, just they weren't getting paid a lot of money. They might have had second jobs in the offseason, but it was for the love of the game. And that is what pro bowling represents. These guys have all this swagger, these showmen, and they might make 75 grand a year. Maybe they make 100 grand a year, a little bit more. Some of the top bowlers maybe make a little bit more than that, and they've got some endorsements and that sort of a thing, but it's just for the love of the game. And you see that's missing in some professional sports. I think the NBA is just a perfect prime example. Viewership is way down. Everyone's tired of kind of the same old thing. And where are they going to go next? Where's that viewership going to go next? PBA bowling. PBA bowling. All right, friends, I gave you the keys to the castle. I hope that you have an amazing one. And yes, before you get all worked up, this video was a joke. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.